started by coming to our mat, finding a standing position. Your feet can go about hips distance apart. And let's just take a moment to press down into the heels, press down into the big toes, spread some weight into the outside edges of the feet. Shake out a little bit, see how things feel in your body. Can you relax the shoulders down and back? Can you reach the crown of the head up? Just a little bit. Let's take 4 deep breaths from here. It's an inhale to breathe in through your nose. Fill your body up with air. Think about expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And then we can exhale out, let all of that air go. Good. For 3 more, big inhale, maybe letting the shoulders just naturally lift up towards the ears. And then we can exhale out, let it go. Good. We'll go for 2, big inhale. And then exhale out, let things go. Good. This will be our last one. Big inhale. And then we can exhale out, let everything go. Awesome. With that last exhale, let's just walk the feet out a little bit wider, pressing down into the heels again. Still the big toes, outside edges of the feet, all that good stuff. We take an inhale, bend at the knees, reach the arms up and around. And then exhale, just press the hands down by your sides. For 3 more, we bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, you press the hands down by your sides. Good. We'll go for 2 for a second. I heard bugs outside. I'm like, what is that? Is everything okay? 1 more. We bend the knees, reach the arms up and around. Press the hands back down and we'll build off of that just a little bit. Bending at the knees, reaching the arms up, you'll pause. Fingertips go up to the ceiling. Can you press the hips forward just a little bit, tucking the tailbone? Pressing down into the heels, we'll hinge at the hips, reaching the hands down for our mat. If your hands can't quite reach, put a little bend at the knees by all means. We'll take an inhale, lift up about halfway in the upper body. Exhale, you come back down to forward fold, pause there. Inhale to bend at your knees, coming down into a deep squat. Exhaling to press down into the heels, pressing the hips back up. And we'll take a slow roll on an inhale all the way back up to stand, restacking shoulders on top of hips, lifting the crown of the head up. 3 more like that. We bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around. Exhale, you'll hinge at the hips, you find a forward fold. Hands come down, maybe you bend at the knees, you'll inhale, lift up halfway, roll those shoulders down and back. Exhale, come back down to forward fold. Inhale, bend at the knees. Exhale, press the hips back up. And then inhale, take that nice slow roll back up to stand. Good. We'll go for 2 more. I'm trying to give you a nice slow, steady warm up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, finding your forward fold. We'll inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, bring it back down to forward fold. Inhale, bend at the knees. Exhale, press the hips back up. And then we slowly roll all the way back up to stand just for 1 more. We inhale, bend the knees. You know from our last standing class, right? The long warm up is always welcome. Right hands come down. We inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, take it back down to forward fold. 1 last time. We bend the knees. We'll press the hips back up. And we take that nice slow roll all the way back up to stand. Good. Now, once you get here, walk your feet out a little bit wider. Do you guys hear that? Okay, left hand's gonna come to your hip, right arm's gonna reach up and over. We'll reach over towards the left side of the room. Good, when you're ready. Is it clear? I've never lived in the Midwest before. Right hand comes to your hip, left arm's going to reach up overhead. Good, 1 more time each side. We take the left hand to the hip, we reach the right arm up overhead. Good, we'll come up through center. We take the right hand to the hip, left arm up overhead. Good. When you're ready, you're just coming up through center, taking a little roll of the shoulders, maybe a little shake out through the hips, and we will get right into things. Keeping the feet wider than the hips, all 10 toes pointed forward. Hands can come to your hips. We'll take an inhale. Let's start towards the right this time. Inhale, we sit down and back into our right hip. Exhale, you'll press up through center. Inhale, same thing over towards the left. Exhale, press up through center. And we keep moving like this. We lower down into the right side and press it up. We lower down into the left and then press back up. Now you may find with these first couple of reps, maybe you need to bring the feet in a little bit closer. That's fine. Maybe you have to walk the feet out a little bit wider. What we're looking for right here is that you're getting your hip, your knee, your ankle, even your shoulder all in line as you come down into 1 leg. Good. Our last standing class, the theme was squats. Right, this standing class, it's gonna be a little bit more lunges. So this is a lateral lunge and I have like a phantom hair on my back. I freak out when I can hear bugs And when I know that sometimes bugs get in here, I freak out. I think there's one on my back, but it's just my hair. Okay, let's do 4 more each side. I talk a lot. Have you guys noticed that? Yeah, that's 4 and 4. We'll go for 3. Keep it slow. And 3. I promise you want it to be slow. For 2 and 2. Good. Last one. And 1. You're going to press back up and over, sit down and back into your right leg, sending the hips back like you're trying to sit back into a chair. You're pressing into the heel. Can you guess? It's 10 tiny pulses. We press into the heel. It's a little lift and a little lower. You'll go for 9. Good. For 8. It's 7. Good. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, last one, you're going to press all the way up, take a second, and then bring it back down right here. Hands are going to come to your chest, elbows open out nice and wide. Remember this one, we're going to inhale, twist over towards the right. Exhale back through center. Just for 4 more, we twist and then untwist. For 3, for 2, last one, untwist through center, stand things up, and then one more time, we come down into that right leg. You're going to pull the left foot in just a little bit, shift all of your weight to your right side, come up onto those left toes. We start to pull the left leg in and then step it back out, and you keep moving like that. Bring it in like that, step it out. Good. I'm gonna go and inhale to step out. Exhale to take it in, and then just check in with the rest of your body, right? What's going on? Do you feel like you're arching at the back? Can you flatten out just a little bit? And that might mean you have to lift up a little bit out of your right leg. That's okay, do that. Good. Your gaze is down but a little bit forward. Same things we talked about when we do our squats, right? We're maintaining a nice long line from the hips and the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Good. Okay, let's go for 4 more. It's 4. For 3, good. For 2, last one, you step your left foot out, you press into the right heel. Again, it's 10 tiny pulses, little lift, little lower. See how tiny that was? For 9, good. For 8, where do you feel it? In your quads or your hamstrings? I feel quads. I feel quads a lot. Good, this is gonna be 5. We'll go 4, 3, ooh, last one. Good, come all the way up through center, take a second, take a breath, okay? And then reset your left foot. When you're ready, you're gonna go down and back into that left side, sending the hips back, pressing into the heel. We kick it off with a bang, 10 tiny pulses, lifting up 1 inch, lowering down 1 inch for 9. Good. For 8, it's 7. Good. 6, are we having fun? I know I'm like a masochist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing down into the heel, you come up through center. When you're ready, coming right back down, you hold it there. Hands come to prayer, elbows out nice and wide, roll the shoulders down and back. We inhale, twist. Exhale, untwist for 4 more. We twist to the left and then bring it back in. For 3, you're doing good. For 2, and then last one. Good, untwist, take it back up to center. Take a second, breathe. When you're ready, you're coming back down into that left leg, pressing into the heel, getting lighter through your right toes. When you're ready to take it there, we move through the right leg, pulling the toes in, stepping it back out, okay? It's not gonna be a weight transfer, so make sure as you're stepping your right foot out, you're not shifting over towards the right side, okay? You're standing as still as a statue on that left leg, pressing into the heel, feeling your glute fire up underneath you, feeling the hamstring maybe. Depending on how high or low you are in this squat, maybe you're feeling a lot of quad. That's okay. That's normal. I feel a lot of quad because I'm up kind of high. Good. If you can do more, by all means, sit lower into your squat. But remember, lower, deeper is not always better. Good. I know that's kind of sometimes a hard one for us to to wrap our heads around, right? Because we always think more is better, but sometimes that's not true. Okay, let's go for 4 more. It's 4, 3, for 2. Last one, right foot steps out, you hold it there. Pressing into the left heel, you can do it. You go for 10. Good for 9. I know I did not say what we were doing. 10 tiny pulses for 7. Good, it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, press into the heel. You come all the way up to stand, bring the feet together, and then just take a second. Okay, a little bit of marching through the legs. Now's a really good time for a drink of water. Remember, it should be about 3 series, right? In all these standing classes, it's kind of segmented into 3 parts. So you pause at any point that you need to. Remember, it's your world. I'm just living in it. Okay, we'll come towards the top edge of our mat when you're ready to keep moving. Feet go about hips distance apart. Let's take the hands to the hips. If your balance is a little bit funky, make sure you've got something around you that you can reach for support. Okay, we're keeping the left foot forward. We're going to step the right foot back. You find a lunge. Exhale, pressing into your left heel, you come back up to stand and then transfer weight to the right side. Step back on the left foot and then bring it in. Now, I know for myself, I have a very difficult time in lunges like this because of just how my body moves and how my toes move. This is just a class where we're going to learn a lot about me on accident, not on purpose. If you don't know this about me, you might not. I have rheumatoid arthritis in my toes and in my fingers, and for a long time I couldn't even do lunges like this. But they are something that I still struggle with. My toes don't quite like to tuck under, but it's good for me, so we make it work. Good. Good. Now, if you feel kind of wobbly, you're just taking a look at your feet as you step back. Where is that foot stepping back? Are you trying to bring it in line with your front foot? Or are you stepping out about hips distance? Hips distance is going to be the sweet spot. Okay. Let's go 4 more each leg. It's 4. 4. Good. If your hands are still at the hips, awesome. I love that. And 3. I totally didn't forget. This is going to be 2. And 2. Good. Last one. Up. And then last one. Good. With that last one, you're planting the left foot down, stepping your right foot back, okay? You're going to bend into that right knee, send your knee down and back, tuck the tailbone under, reach the crown of the head up. From right here, pressing into the left heel. Can you guess? It's 10 tiny pulses, okay? Pressing down, we lift up 1 inch. We lower down 1 inch. Good. We lift and lower. You got it for 8. These standing classes, they're just heavy on the pulses. Sorry. Good. For 5. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. You press into the heel. You're just going to press that leg to straight. Take a second. Take a breath. If you want to drop your right heel down, you can. Okay, same kind of thing that we did in our lateral lunges. You're coming back into this lunge, lifting up onto the right heel, bending into both knees, coming down into that lunge. This time, arms reach out in front of you. We'll move through the left arm. You open out towards me. Good, and then you bring it right back in. For 4 more, you open. Good, and then close. Good, you're still pressing down into that left heel, using all the strength you've got in your glute. I think that was 3. This is 2. And then last one. Good. With that last one, you're taking hands to the hips. You're straightening out through your right leg, hinging forward at your hips, pressing down into that left heel. Right foot pulls in for just a second so you can get your bearings. Same kind of thing we did in our lateral lunge. We're taking the right foot, you're stepping it in towards the left, and then stepping it back out. We pull it in. We step it out. Good. Same idea, no weight transfer as you move the right leg, everything staying supported on the left side. Good. Good. If you can do a little bit more, you're lowering down into your left leg. If this is more than enough, or you need a little bit less, just stand up slightly into that left leg. Maybe you reach for something around you for some extra support. Good. Let's go for 4 more. It's 4, for 3, 2, last one. Right foot steps back. Hold it right here. Final set of pulses, pushing into the left heel. Take the movement in the left leg. You lift up 1 inch. You lower down 1 inch. You see how tiny that is? 9. Good for 8. Micro movements for 7. Good. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Press down into the heel. You're going to come all the way up to stand. Right foot meets the left, and then just take a couple marches through the legs. Okay. Take a second. You're doing really good. Nice deep breaths. Okay. When you're ready, if you're ready, this is the bad thing about doing single side stuff. We have to repeat things, right? Now we know what's coming. That's the bad part. That's what I don't like about it. Right foot's going to stay forward. We're going to step our left foot back. Okay, you just start off coming down into your lunge, bending at the left knee, tucking the tailbone under, pointing the hips forward, reaching the crown of the head up. Okay, you're doing good. Press down into that right heel. When you're ready, it's the first set of pulses. Here we go. It's a little lift and a little lower. Can you initiate that movement from the right leg? Today, I can't, and I feel it all in the left side. That's okay. I lost count, so let's call this 6. Good, it's 5. For 4. 3. Good, for 2. Last one, you press into that right heel, press the legs to straight. Maybe you push the left heel down and just take a second. If you're really wobbly, you're reaching for something for support, okay? Help yourself first before you keep going on with the workout. Do what you need to do. When you're ready, we do have to come back down into this lunge, okay? So you take your time. Take your time, make your way there. And I'm gonna stall for us for a couple seconds. Okay, when you're ready, we're shifting forward, lifting up onto those left toes, bending into both knees. Hips are pointed forward. Arms reach out in front of you. Let's keep the left arm still. You inhale, open up through the right side, reaching those right fingertips back. Good, exhale, take it back for 4 more. We open. Don't move the lower body though. Good, I said that and then immediately my hips were like, what, us? Good, we're going for 2. And then last one. Good. Everything comes in. You're going to take hands to the hips, straighten out through your left leg, hinging forward. Okay. Imagine your hips are like a book, right? We're trying to fold that book, not all the way closed, but like halfway closed. Okay. Take the left foot in for just a second so you can get your bearings. Press down into the right heel. And when you're ready, we move that left foot in and we step it back out. Remember, no weight transfer. We pull in, we step it out. Good. Take it in, press it out. Good. If you can do more, you're lowering into your right leg. If you need a little bit less, you're lifting up out of your right leg just a little bit, okay? You're doing really good. Your gaze is down, but a little bit forward. Think about finding a nice long diagonal line from the tailbone all the way up the spine, out the crown of your head. Good. You're doing great. Let's go for 4 more. It's 4. For 3. Good. For 2. Last one, your left foot steps back. You press down into the right heel. Can we keep this last pulse here on the right leg? Pushing down, we lift up 1 inch. We lower down 1 inch. Good. For 9. I know you're barely going to be able to see me move. Am I moving? Who knows? For 7. Good. It's 6. 5. 4. 3. Good. For 2. Last one, pressing down into that right heel, you come all the way up to stand. And then again, just take a little shake out through the legs. Take some deep breaths. Okay. We're doing one thing as kind of like an interlude between that and our final series. Walk the feet out wider than the hips. All 10 toes are going to point forward. We'll reach the arms out to T. We take an inhale to twist the upper body over towards the left, and then we'll hinge at the hips, reaching the right hand down towards the left foot. Exhale, you come up to center, D, rotate, and then move things over towards the right, reaching your left hand down towards the right foot. Exhale, you come on up for 3 more each side. Standing saw. And 3. Good for 2. And maybe you can touch the ground, maybe you can't. It's okay. It's not really what it's about. Remember that. Good. And then last one. And then last one. Good. Everything is coming up. You'll drop the arms down and then we can just bring the feet in. Again, a little step out through the legs. Take a deep breath. We're doing good. Okay. From here, it's one final lunge series, and the really bad news is it's a curtsy lunge series. So if you're not that into curtsy lunges, you can go back and you can repeat that same series we just did. It's pretty much going to be the same thing, just different foot positioning. If you're not sure if you like a curtsy lunge or not, we're going to find out right now. Okay, feet are going about hips distance apart. Let's start by keeping the left foot forward. Right foot is going to step back and across. Okay, we bend into both knees. It's like you're curtsying to the queen. Okay, we stand all the way up, you swap over into that right foot, step the left foot back and across, bring it back up, and you just move nice and slow. If a curtsy lunge is not for you, again, you're just stepping all the way back, straight back, working on that reverse lunge. If you need a little bit of support, I would say get pretty close to a wall. That's going to help best when you start to feel your balance is kind of going away. That's all right. I'm right there with you. As you notice, if you're analyzing my form, which maybe you are, maybe you aren't, hopefully you're not. But if you are, my balance just kind of deteriorates as we get closer and closer to the end of class. So here, I'm feeling a little bit wobbly, but I actually have a better time in curtsy lunges than I do in reverse lunges. Let's do 4 more each side. That'll be 4 and 4. Good, for 3, keep it slow, and 3, good, we're going for 2, and 2, good, last one, good, and then last one. Awesome. With that last one, right foot staying forward, left foot's going to step back. I'm going to scooch over this way. Left foot steps back. We're going to bend at both knees. We find that curtsy lunge, and you know, it's going to be 10 tiny pulses. Pushing into the right heel, it's a little lift and a little lower. For 9, good. For 8, you'll go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay bent into your right knee. You're going to take hands to the hips, little hinge forward, and then pull that left foot in just a little bit. Transfer all of your weight into your front leg. Same thing we've been doing. We take the left foot, you're going to pull it in to meet the right. Your knee opens out towards the left side of your room. Okay, exhale, you step the left leg back. It's crossing back behind you. We bring it in. You'll step it back. Good. Take it in. Press it back. If you need a second, you're just going to pull up and readjust. If you're like me and you can feel the inside edge of your foot starting to lift up off of the mat, we need to redistribute our weight. So we're thinking of the right foot as a tripod, pressing into the heel, pressing into the big toe, and into the pinky side toe. Let's go for 4 more. It's 4. Good. For 3, it's 2. And then last one. Good. Left foot comes in. You get to stand all the way up. Take a second. Breathe. That's the good news. It's only like 1 set of pulses and then we keep moving, okay? When you're ready, same thing on the other side. Left foot is stepping forward. We take the right foot. We mentally prepare ourselves. Right foot is crossing back and behind. You're bending at both knees. Pointing the hips, it's going to be forward but a little bit open towards the right side of your room, okay? Press down into your left heel. And when you're ready, we take those 10 tiny pulses, little lift, little lower. For 9. Good, it's 8. Can you roll the shoulders down and back? Good, we're gonna call this 6. 5. Good, for 4. We'll go 3, 2. Last one, hands can come to the hips. We stay bent into that left leg, extending through the right leg, hinging forward from the hips. Start by pulling your right foot in just a little bit to get your bearings, and then readjust. We step that right foot back, and then you pull the foot in to meet the left. Your knees opening out towards the right top corner of your mat. We step it back, we bring it in. Good, we go back and in. And it's these movements today that are gonna help us to build our foundation for our next standing class. We're focusing on balancing for that next standing class, okay? You're doing really good. Awesome. If you need to come up for a second, go ahead and come up. If you're reaching for something for support, like my chair is there, but just barely, just barely. Okay, reach for something for support, transfer that weight. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Good. With that last one, you're standing all the way up, and then just take a second, start to step out through your legs. Just a little bit of marching. Okay, you can come right towards the center of your mat. Whoop. Keep marching from right there. Good. And if you feel a little bit wobbly, like let it be wobbly. That's okay. It's okay. All right, if you want to pause for a drink of water, now is a really good time because we're going to get right into our cool down. It's always the good news, right? Big sigh of relief. When you're ready, pressing down into the right heel, we do circles through that left leg. Hands can come to the hips. Let's lift the left knee up, circle out, around and back for 3 more. Lifting up, circling out, around and back. Good for 2. And then last one. Good, reversing the direction of our circles. You lift up, pull forward, lower down for 3. Good. For 2. Oh, good. Ouch. And then last one. Good. Left foot comes down. We do the same thing on the right. Could you like feel the tension in that hip? Oh my gosh. Okay, when you're ready, pressing down, balancing on the left leg, we lift the right knee up, circle out and around. Good. Lift it up. For just 2 more, we lift. And then last one, it's okay if you're making faces like mine. Good. Right foot comes down, we reverse the direction just for 4, lifting up, circling out and around. Good for 3. Awesome, it's 2. Oh, and then last. We'll do it. Last one. There we go. Both feet come down and then just flip over towards, well, you can stay facing whichever way you want. Feet go about hips distance apart. Your hands are going to come up by your shoulders. Let's step the left foot forward, bending into the right knee. We're hinging at the hips, reaching the hands down towards the left foot, and then coming all the way up to stand. We'll swap out the feet. Right foot goes forward. We hinge, reach, and then stand. Let's do 3 more each side. We hinge. Good. 3 and 3. Ooh, for 2. And 2. Last one. And then last one. Awesome. With that last one, everything comes up to stand. You're shifting your weight over into that right leg. If you need to reach for something, reach for something. We're bending at the left knee, reaching back for the foot, pulling the heel towards the hip, pointing the knee down towards our mat. Good. Let's just hold for 3, for 2. Last one, left foot comes down. We swap over to the other side. Pressing down into the left foot, we're bending at the right knee, reaching back for the foot, pulling heel towards the hip. If you're reaching for something for support, I want you to be all in on that. Good. Focus the stretch at the front of your right leg. Okay. We're holding 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down. I'm going to flip back towards you. Let's walk the feet out a little bit wider than the hips. Left hand comes to the hip, right arm's gonna reach up overhead, reaching the hand over towards the left side of the room. Maybe you look over towards your right armpit, pull up through center, same thing to the right. Left arm reaches up and over. Maybe you look to the armpit. Take it back up, just 1 more each way. Right arm up and over. Good. And then left arm up and over. Awesome. Okay, with that last one, let's take a big bend at the knees, reach the arms up and around. One more forward fold as we hinge at the hips, reach your hands down towards the mat. Maybe it's a little bend at the knees, maybe it's a sway from side to side, whatever you feel like you need. And when you're ready, you slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand, restacking shoulders on top of hips, lifting the crown of the head up. Once you come up to stand, you get to stay there, take any other stretches you feel like you need, but you're all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. I'm having so much fun with you guys during this challenge. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you back here tomorrow.
I just can't resist you. You got me drunk in love, drunk in